Happy 2023, my love, and welcome to this Miracle Minutes Angels Don't Lie podcast. I am so honored and blessed that you are here. Today, I have a really great treat for you. You're going to have a front row seat into my Soul Shine sessions. Inside this beautiful session, we talked all around creating a word for the new year. I know you're going to love it. I know that it's going to inspire you to go a little further with positive thinking for this new year. I hope you enjoy.
When she smiles at you, she'll say, angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. No, no, angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. No, 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 no.
So stepping forward into 2023, we hear so many people, come on, we've all been there, like, oh, what's your New Year's resolution? And what are you hoping for? And what are you going to do? And what are you going to change? And, or, what are your goals? And it's all like a lot of pressure. And so my daughter said to me yesterday, she called me and she's like, Mom, I heard this really cool thing where you just choose a word for the year. And I'm like, I really, really love that. Like, that's not a hard thing to do, because it's an intention setting. And I'm all about that intention setting, like leaning in. So I want to play with that with you guys, to think about a word, just one word that feels right and good for you for 2023. And in the frequency of love, remember that we want it to be something that we're aligning with, something that we're plugging into. So it's not a far outreach away from you, but it's something you're capable of doing just by saying it. You can get a feeling just by breathing it. You can have a feeling. And then we expand upon that. So it's familiar, but maybe not so familiar that it's in your everyday yet. So what do I mean by that? We can say, I just want more peace in my life. I just want to feel peace. I want to feel peace, but then it avoids us. And then we can't seem to get to it because it seems like an unfamiliar thing. Like we have busyness and chaos and to-do list and people visiting from out of town. And just literally, like, peace seems to be the one thing we can't get to. So we have to remember, what is peace? We have to assign like meaning to it and feelings to it, so we can have it become part of our storyline. That favorite memory that you have, like one favorite memory and over time that you can call on to give you that feel good feeling. And we replay that, and that helps us to get to that intention with your word. It's familiar. You can maybe bring up a memory. You can rewrite a memory to have it be really inclusive of this word. You start to tell the story. When you read a book, you read a new story and it creates like an excitement. It's like, oh, wow. Well, that's how we learn to embody that newness for ourselves. So my word this year, my word is belong. It's a remembrance of who I am. So I belong to God. I belong to the Holy Spirit. I belong to love. I belong to the heavens, and I belong to the earth. I'm a duality of a soul, both physical and non-physical. So I belong. Therefore, I'm just moving in this remembrance. And so that brought me to kind of like seeking out what else is about that remembrance. And so, of course, God answers. When I start seeking, he answers me. And the reading I had was all around how in the Bible there's 253 times where we're taught to remember that God, we are God's, we are love. He has us, just to remember who I am, remember who you are, remember I called you by name. So there's all of this remembrance you belong. So that's where my word came from, seated in that storyline, and it just started already cultivating and growing and starting to expand. So I'm wondering if you create this word for yourself, instead of you doing or trying or having to make a whole new regimen, if it's just as easy and it starts to come in effortlessly for you, what would that feel like for you? Could that be like play? Could that be like excitement? Could that be filled with some possibilities, some things maybe outside of what you are, if we get these boxed in thoughts and patterning, it's like, can it be outside of that to be like, oh, wow, maybe there's this new space I can go. There's this new flow I can jump into. So let's talk about those feelings that go with your words from our senses, describing what your word is. So I want you all to claim your word, a word that feels really right and good in this moment, and it can change. No worries if it feels like it's going to grow and expand. But let's start with one word that feels safe and good for you. And then I just want you to close your eyes. And the first thing I want you to do is I want you to breathe it in, like you're breathing in the essence of this word. And you're bringing it into the heart center, and then you're going to exhale gently. And I want you to breathe it in again. And we're going to drop that internal eyesight. So rolling your eyes down and slightly back, engaging with the heart center, bringing your awareness into the seat of the soul, the center of our chest. Breathing in this word again, and then connecting it right here in that heart center. And I'm going to run through your senses, and you're just going to sense it out. You're going to just list what comes to you as we go there. One more deep inhale into that heart center, feeling that word, maybe seeing the letters. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you hear? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you smell? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you taste? What do you taste? What do you feel? What do you feel? What do you feel? What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Now we're going to go back around. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you feel? And what do you know? And when you're ready, you can either pick up your pen and start writing or come back in. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take that word and you're going to build it from the senses that are on board, that you can trust in. Seeing that word, seeing it lit up, seeing it come into space, seeing it in a color, seeing it in a frequency, seeing it around other people. Like literally start seeing that word, right? This is because the more multidimensional you can make it, the more real it is. So that word becomes really vibrant and it starts to have electricity and energy and it starts to have life. And when you claim it, you are going to notice those synchronicities are going to start. They're literally going to like be on. So the second thing that came to me today about belonging is I found this quote, and the quote is, belonging is our primary human need. And I thought, oh, right? Isn't that been the story all along? Where do I belong? So instead of looking for proof that 2022 sucked and that nothing was gained, possibly inserting your word in your memories and replaying and going back over and seeing, yeah, you know what? I belonged there. I belonged there. I'm just using my word because it makes sense to me. And I can see throughout the year that I already was belonging. And I'm just claiming it fully now. So your word, if you can insert it in 2022 and go from January, February, March, go all the way on and get to December, you will find evidence of love. You will find evidence that God has had your back, that there has been support, that something good has been in the making, and it's here and now we're going to uncover it. And now it's going to come in. And now it's going to be like a present, a gift you're unwrapping, and you're putting it into use. It's been revealed. We're reprogramming our brain to look for good. We're reprogramming our brain to seek out the miracles. We are experts at seeking out what's wrong, what's not working, what sucks, where the pain is, where the suffering is, where the trauma is. You have been on an expedition your whole life that has led you right here to claim this stake right here and now, to say, I need evidence that love is real. And it's always been. And now we're gonna see it. We're gonna find it. And that's our goal. That's our expedition for January. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you have a really beautiful day, my loves. God bless you. Well, my love, I hope that you enjoyed that front row seat inside of the Soulshine sessions. And look, doors are open right now. The Soulshine sessions are bi-monthly, so we meet twice a month, and you come to receive messages, guidance, support, and love with a like-minded community. By putting yourself first and taking action to be in a space where you are going to receive, what you're going to find is joy is going to become your norm. Every day becomes a little easier when we are receiving and we are holding that sacred space for our soul expansion. And I have a special treat for you, that you can still join Soulshine at last year's cost. Until January 15th, you can take advantage of last year's fee. So I'm really excited to see you inside of Soulshine, my love. I know this will serve you. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. God bless you.